Hello Sagittarius, how are you? I hope you're doing alright. Hope your Christmas and New Year and all that was okay. I'm going to pull you a Celtic cross, my loves. I will just go through kind of each card as I pull it to give a kind of surface read, a kind of overview read. So that maybe take about 20 minutes. If you want something not too in-depth, you can just hang around for that. But then after that we will go in with some other decks to clarify, get more detail, get more depth, try and ask useful questions for you. So the readings end up being about an hour long. It is a general reading. I don't know what's going to come up, what area of life. We will see. To a certain extent, the energies that I speak about, it is for you to take them and apply them to your life as you see fit. I might be applying them to one situation to try and explain the energies, but for you it might apply in a different way. I am putting on collective energy, collective Sagittarius energy. It's a trip. It does mean that not necessarily every single little bit is going to resonate with you. If you found the reading, I'm sure there's something in it for you. It's just the whole thing might not fully represent your whole story. That would kind of be quite difficult, but we will see. Sometimes that happens. If it's not resonating at all, I recommend checking out some of your other placements. Okay, I do that loads on other channels. I wasn't really tuned in, but the King of Cups has come out. Well, I will note that, but I'm going to put it back in the deck. Okay. I feel like my camera angle's a bit strange. Anyway, it'll be alright. Okay, what's at the heart of the matter for Sagittarius, please? What's at the heart of the matter for Sagittarius? I'm going to take that as the challenge. I'm going to take that as the heart of the matter. And that as the challenge. Excuse me. I'm seeing a lot of doubt. Self-doubt. Fear. I'm going to say fear. I don't always read the Five of Swords as fear. It appears it's related to possibly new love. New love here is showing up as a challenge with the Ace of Cups. Let me just show you your two cards that have come out so far. So this feels like fear and doubt. And interestingly, the Ace of Cups has come out as a challenge. Does make that King of Cups that popped out even more interesting. You fear that what you're offering is not good enough. Your cup of love, you are fearing it's not good enough. That's the main way this is coming through. Okay, conscious minds, please. The crown of them. Yeah, this is looking like a relationship reading. I mean, with the Ace of Cups, yeah. I mean, the Lovers is a choice. The Lovers always represents a choice. But with the Ace of Cups, I think for most of you, this whole reading is going to relate to you and more in a romantic way. So consciously, what is on your mind at the moment is the need to make some sort of choice. Some sort of choice towards a soul bond, a love connection. The Lovers bond is a very strong bond. It's all encompassing and it has a big impact on your life. So that's what's coming up here. I do believe the last reading I did for you was quite romantically focused, and that's what's coming up again. So be it. I feel like the choice probably pertains to, like, do I offer my cup of love or don't I? It seems to be the way that the choice is coming through. Subconscious, please. What's going on in the subconscious, please, for Sagittarius? An Ace of Swords, muddy thinking, a lack of clarity, two aces. Interesting. The recent past, please. The Ten of Swords. Holy shit. An ending. Got an ending in your recent past. Of course, the Ten of Swords always resets to the Ace of Swords. You've got the Ace in reverse in your kind of subconscious here. Whew, you're spending a lot of time thinking about this, Sag, aren't you? This is seriously on your mind, but there is some inner truth about this matter that you are not acknowledging. It's in your subconscious. Well, we can try and bring that to your conscious. That's one of the helpful things we can do with tarot. So we'll ask some questions and we'll get under that. But for now, what I'm seeing is it does look like this connection has ended. You've got a Ten of Swords in your recent past. But it's sure still on your mind. And it would be. It's a lover's connection. They don't end and then just go away. Of course it's on your mind, my loves. I think really what you're contemplating is a new start with this person. Now the Ace of Cups makes more sense as a, you know, in terms of offering a cup of love. And aces can be renewal, not just new. So this is coming through as a renewal. I do feel like you're wondering whether to extend. We'll have to see when we get under it. I don't know if it's about restarting the relationship, but it's a peaceful offering. There's the idea that you want to, I come in peace. There's the idea of offering, like waving a white flag or something here. Near future, please, for Sagittarius. Near future for Sagittarius, please. Thank you. A reverse Nine of Cups. Some of you could be overindulging in your near future in alcohol. There is that aspect of the Nine of Cups, but it's more than that. It's more than that. It's something else. It's a 9. It's quite a sense of personal pleasure. I feel like this is you actually in your near future, Sag, going out in an independent energy. It's a 9. It feels like quite independent energy. It's you going out and trying to fill your cups without this person, to be honest, is the way that Nine of Cups is coming through. As always with these readings, you know, reverse energies as it applies. I feel like I'm looking at someone who took the action to end things. So if that's not you, Sag, you might want to reverse the energies. Anyway, near future, it feels kind of self-indulgent, let's say. What can I do to make me happy? That's not necessarily selfish in a bad way, but there is something about the reversal that this energy isn't entirely sitting comfortably with me, but we'll see when we get under it. What are Sagittarius's strengths in this situation, please? The reverse Empress. Okay. Okay. Good at taking care of yourself. I feel like if you're not accessing this energy already, you definitely have the ability to access this energy. This is an energy of self-care, basically. And sometimes it comes out to remind us that we need to do a bit more in that area of caring for ourselves. So, yeah. I feel this is quite a similar reading to your last reading. I don't know. Just this choice. I know a lot of stuff about choice come up in your last reading. Okay. Surrounding Sagittarius, the energy surrounding Sagittarius, please, that they might not be aware of. I don't really want 2 cards, but I suppose I'll take them. The Wheel of Fortune, okay. It's kind of... And the Knight of Cups. I really just see this as the same person. That's the Knight's extending this cup, but it was showing as a challenge. So it's almost like, gosh, if... for some of you, someone is extending their cup of love, and that is what you're seeing as a challenge. That is creating a need to make a choice within you. And for others of you, your challenge is, do I extend my cup of love? actually for most of you, I'm seeing it as an external energy. I'm seeing this Knight of Cups as an external energy, and therefore I'm, for most of you, seeing the challenge as being a challenge to make a choice about whether I accept this cup of love from someone else. And your mind is filled with doubt and fear over this choice. This choice is so on your mind. Whew, it's a difficult choice, but I will say this Knight of Cups is nice energy on the surface. We will see what happens when we get underneath it. It feels nice to me. And I don't often say this. Please be aware, if you've ever watched my channel before, or if you've been watching for any length of time, sorry, my son's shouting. I am definitely examine. You know, if I see an ex returning, I definitely cast a critical eye on that, okay? Because I am not here to give people false hope and keep telling them their ex is coming back. There is enough people on YouTube doing that bullshit. We don't do that bullshit here. But that is what I'm seeing straight up in these cards. I can't get away from that. Now, how are we going to do this, Cat? Because you're kind of on my cards. Now, the reverse Wheel of Fortune is interesting, though. Someone might feel that it's not quite the right time to be offering this cup of love. Only the cup of love is right there in your challenge, so I don't know. I don't know. It may be a declaration of love, but with the knowledge that... Oh, it's that King of Cups again. But with the knowledge that, in practical terms, what can we do to move this forward, because it's not the right time. The idea of it being not the right time is coming through to me very strongly, and it's attached to this external energy of an offering. Okay. Hopes and fears, please. Hopes and fears. Thank you. Oh my God. This has love reading written all over it. There is no getting away from it. Jesus. This is emotional harmony between two people. It isn't always between two people, but oh my God, in this instance, it is between two people. And it's actually quite unusual for me to read the Ten of Cups that way, but oh word, oh word, oh my word. I mean, you see, with this Ten of this, I don't love the Nine of Cups. I don't, and I don't love it in reverse. But yes, this is a sort of progression here. Wow, Sag. God, honestly, I truly think someone really fucking loves you, Sag. And I do not say this very often. I don't say it for the sake of it, like... Outcome. But we're going to get something awful in the outcome now. I've been so thrilled by this. I mean, this is lovely. But yeah, let's see what we get in the outcome. The outcome, please, for Sagittarius. Thank you. A Three of Wands. This is the energy of beginning to take action towards one's plans. So we will see about that. It can be the energy of longing, though. That's the thing. It can be an energy of longing. But to be honest, with it in its upright form, I'm not seeing it as detrimental to you. It could be an anticipation, a waiting, but an anticipation where actually there is quite a likelihood of, or you know that what you're anticipating is actually coming because you've actually had a conversation about it and the other person has made some sort of commitment, or some sort of commitment has been made. If it was in reverse, I'd be a bit worried, but yeah. Oh, this is all looking beautiful. Let's not even bother clarifying. It's all cool. Your ex is coming back to you. Sorry, the whole point. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I never said that. I don't say that. I mean, but these cards are bloody beautiful. No, I'm sort of taking the piss a bit there. Like, any reader on YouTube is going to sit there and give you some guarantee that your ex is coming back to you is full of shit. But looking at these energies, like someone wants to give you their cup of love. They really do. And for some reason that is showing up as a challenge for you. And you don't know what to do about it. Let's get underneath this Five of Swords then, because I see a lot of doubt, a lot of fear. And I want to know where that is coming from. All right. Sorry, I can't believe I just made the announcement that your ex was coming back to you. God, I hope you realised that was taking the piss. I'm so sorry. Apparently I'm in quite a funny mood, Sag. All right, tell me more about this Five of Swords, please. Self-doubt. Self-doubt. It's almost like you're not good enough to receive this love. Either that or you're not good enough to give it. I don't know. There's something about not feeling good enough here. Tell me more about this Five of Swords, please. Tell me more about this Five of Swords for Sagittarius. The Magician. Nice. Oh, there's that reverse Nine of Cups again. And reverse Seven of Swords. Did I say trust already with this card? I think I did. Trust. Not trusting them, not trusting yourself. Perhaps due to some sort of past deceit. I say deceit, it doesn't really feel like deceit, it feels like a holding back. Seven of Swords is often just kind of playing your cards close to your chest, holding back. It's been some sort of holding back, and that's what's informing this Five of Swords. So what's driving this Five of Swords, this doubt, this fear. I think this person's been quite selfish in the past. This Nine of Cups is coming through as selfishness to me now. When they say they love you, it's like you think to yourself, yeah, but do you love me? Or do you just love that I love you? That's the way it's coming through, Sag. And the Magician. You've been wanting this, though. Manifesting this. I feel like you've been manifesting the need to make this decision. Let me just further clarify that. What has Sagittarius been manifesting, please? Ten of Wands. Page of Cups in reverse. Knight of Cups, but it also showed up in reverse. An apology. You feel very burdened by someone's lack of apology. An apology is a bit of a too straightforward translation of this energy. Knight of Cups, Page of Cups. It's a flow of energy towards you, a flow of love towards you. You've been manifesting it. There's some idea of manifesting it here to relieve a weight off of your shoulders. You feel like this weight can be lifted off your shoulders if this person unlocks their flow of love towards you, unlocks their flow of energy towards you, which you believe is there. And I will say I believe it is there as well, but something's blocking it. This is not an easy connection. This is not an easy connection. Why would it be? Why would it be? I feel like your manifestation, it's not. I don't think you can actually imagine this person offering you the apology that you need. They may be capable of it because they're looking good over here. But your manifestation is... And actually, I don't always like using the word manifestation, but you're quite attached to some sort of outcome here, but it's you can't. It's like you can't even imagine the outcome you want. I don't know how else to say it. I don't know how else to say it. Oh damn! My energy translator appears to be having problems. This is the second reading I've done today. This cat is not helping. Look. She might entertain you though while I try and find my words. This person has apologised to you in the past and it's not been good enough. Well, good for you for recognising that it's not good enough. You know, you should have standards in place about the type of apology you will and will not accept. So good for you. I think they've already tried apologising, haven't they? They've already tried apologising for most of you. And it's not been good enough. Yes, it's not been... That's what that Seven of Swords is all about. It's... They've held back. They've held back. When they've made their apology, they've held back on some sort of truth. And you know it. Subconsciously, you know it. You're quite intuitive. You're very good at reading this situation. You have a certain reading of this situation, Sagittarius, and I think you're spot on. Yes, you're tuning into this reading for confirmation and hopefully you will get it, but like subconsciously, I think you know they're holding back on some sort of truth, and I think you're right. This is a holding back of emotion. Now, it does look like they've got the potential to turn it round. It does. Yes. You've been trying to manifest an apology. They've given you an apology and it's not good enough. That's the story. That's the story that I'm seeing. Excellent. And therefore it's a challenge. Therefore accepting what they're offering you is a challenge. Well, good. I'm glad you're feeling actually a sense of challenge in accepting it, because it doesn't feel good enough to me. And if it doesn't feel good enough to you, you shouldn't accept it either. Tell me more about this Ace of Cups, please. Let's get under this Ace of Cups. Let's get under this Ace of Cups, please, for Sagittarius. A Three of Swords. It's that Five of Swords again. In reverse again, and a reversed Hermit. Okay, I mean, the apology then related to some sort of betrayal, some sort of emotional pain that they have caused you. They've caused you some sort of emotional pain with this. It could be a literal betrayal, a literal cheating on situation. They're trying to mend it. Doesn't feel that literal for a lot of you, but certainly you feel emotionally wounded by their actions. You know, they've been quite... They did this. You see this worm that's been cut in half? That was their sword that did this. And you're trying to forgive them, but they haven't given you enough to work with. They haven't given you enough to work with. And I'm getting a reverse 9, and it's coming through to me as a sort of selfishness. This is the third reverse 9 you've got. The 9s are very individual energy. For me, when they're in reverse, they have this feeling of selfishness about them. And selfish is such an interesting word. And really, if you take that word very literally, it's okay to be selfish. Who else is going to be you-ish? Who else is going to be Sagittarius-ish? Do you know what I mean? Right? You have to be, but you have to, yeah. Don't mind me, it makes sense to me. But there's something about this energy that they're very invested in gaining your forgiveness. So they're being careful in what they say. Instead of being authentic, and instead of there being an authentic flow of energy, they're being very guarded about what they say, with the desire of achieving a certain outcome that suits them. Right? Which suits their desires and what they want. And their desires and what they want is you, Sagittarius, because you make them happy. I see that as a problem. Actually, both of you should make yourselves happy, and then you should come together and produce something beautiful, i.e. this, which is quite rightly in your hopes and fears. Everybody hopes and fears this, because we often hope and fear the same things. Anyway, so that's what I mean by selfish. It's about, it feels a little bit, and I'm not being disparaging towards this person. It may come across that I am, and I'm not, because they're human too, right? I actually have great empathy for them, and I'm not above all this. I don't want you to think that I'm saying that I'm somehow above all this type of energy and shit. I'm not. We all, you know, we all are imperfect humans. But I'm just telling you what I'm seeing in the energy about them. It feels like an apology that's designed to get out of you the things, you know, like I said earlier about your love makes them feel good. It's that. They want your love back because it makes them feel good. It's that sort of thing. I hope you can relate and I'm making sense. So that's the sense in which it sort of feels selfish to me. I hope I've explained that well enough. I could probably go round and round and keep speaking and speaking, and we may never get any more clarity than what I've already said. I hope that makes sense. I know what I mean. And that's why what they're saying is, I think what you want and what I would like to see from them, even though I don't know them, is actually a move towards sharing with you authentically, so that whatever between you is real and true. This feels real and true. This is your hope. You want them to speak to you authentically, so that whatever is between you is just real, and then you can work with that, Sag. You can work with what is real. I mean, bottom line, you love them. You can work with what is real, but you cannot work with stuff that they're giving you, which is designed to move towards forgiveness, or them getting you back, basically, towards reunion, I guess. Yeah. So let's look at this Lovers card, the nature of this choice that you're facing. But I think we know it's about whether to accept this apology or not. Tell me more about the Lovers here, please. If there's anything else we can get. A reverse Knight of Wands. It's that Five of Swords again. Okay, and the Tower. So it's the third time the Five of Swords has come out, and it's right smack bang in the middle of your reading. Someone really sabotaged something, I think. And I mean, it's your energy and it's their energy. On their part, what's coming through is the sabotage aspect of the Five of Swords. On your part, it's just a doubt. So many doubts. And I think your doubts are... they make perfect sense. So it's with this Tower card, it feels like actually they've come in quite suddenly with this Ace of Cups. It's had quite a profound effect on you. I don't think you were expecting it. I don't think you were expecting it. Even though you've got the Magician, and in a sense you were, on some sort of level, you were manifesting it. I don't think that you were expecting it. It's coming very fast. That's what the Knight of Wands is here to tell you. It's coming very fast. Oh, are they pressuring you to make a fast decision? For some of you, they're pressuring you to make a fast decision. I wouldn't stand for that bullshit, Sag. No. I mean, you know your circumstances better than me, but I'll be honest, if someone is trying to rush you into making a really quick fire decision, I don't like that. I don't like that for you, Sag. I don't. I'm not saying they're a bad person or whatever, but like, no. No, you have every right to take your time and check in with yourself over this decision, whether to... what is the decision? I think one aspect of the decision is whether or not to accept their apology. I mean, beyond that, who knows? Past here. Tell me more about this Ten of Swords for Sagittarius. Tell me more about this Ten of Swords for Sagittarius, please. did you and I Six of Pentacles. Ouch. I feel like some of you ended this before it even got off the ground, actually. I don't think you feel that this Ace of Cups had grown much beyond an Ace of Cups. So an Ace of Cups is an energy we get at the beginning of a relationship. It can feel a bit like infatuation. Six of Pentacles is nice. There was equal give and take in this relationship. Six of Pentacles is something that for me is still present in the infatuation phase. It's when you hit the Seven of Pentacles that things can get difficult. Yeah, I'm feeling like this ended before it moved past the infatuation phase. Knight of Cups again. This is the third time you've had it out. They're not coming through as a bad person. I mean, it's not for me to judge anyway, is it? But their love does feel genuine. I mean, there's love here. There's shitloads of love all over this fucking spread. It's just someone's got into quite a strange, needy energy. I hate to say it like that, but it's just an energy of looking outside yourself for happiness. That's what it is. To a certain extent, looking outside yourself to sort of be rescued or to be saved. Whether that applies to you or them, I don't know. But I don't know, this is beautiful energy and someone ended it. I don't know why you would put a Ten of Swords in this, in all honesty. I'm going to have to dig a bit deeper, and it feels like it was you that likely ended it, and it was a painful ending, painful for both of you. So why? Why? Because that feels nice. But you know, this is the thing, our hopes and our fears are one and the same. Like, this energy could absolutely move towards a Ten of Cups. You've got the right ingredients for it. But it's your hope and it's your fear, Sag. And it looks like your fears won with it being a Ten of Swords that you put in it. We'll leave it at that. Okay, this is your subconscious knows that something's being held back. Your subconscious knows that they're holding something back. Tell me more. Tell me more. Are you going to tell me more, Betty? That was the Nine of Cups that just turned round. Reversed again. For the third time. Queen of Cups. Reverse Three of Pentacles. It's that Ten of Swords again, but in reverse. This could also be about what you're holding back from yourself. I'm starting to feel quite uncomfortable with this. My posture goes not good when the cat's sat on me. What are you holding back from yourself, Sag? What are they holding back from you? I mean, love, sure. There's some sort of love energy in the subconscious here, which tells me someone, at least, I think you, Sag, is trying to bury those emotions. But there's a lot of confusion attached to it with the Ace of Swords in reverse. This is a resistance to that ending. Potentially some sort of regret over that ending on your part, I think. Because I do feel like you're the one that's ended it. So take this as it resonates. And a Three of Pentacles in reverse. I just think you miss their companionship. This is the energy of friendship and companionship here. And that when you two come together, you're more than the sum of your parts. Which is what you wanted, which is what you hope, but also what you fear, hence ending it. So that's all swimming around in your subconscious, and then consciously you're trying to make a choice. Maybe you're placing pressure on yourself to make a quick choice. I don't know. There's so many little bits in this reading for different people. It's one of those readings that I don't particularly feel is making a coherent story. So there you have it. Because, you know, what, for some of you, you are being pressured to make a quick decision. But the person who is offering something to you, this Knight of Cups energy, in the main part, it feels... It's not... It feels genuine. It feels genuine to me, but like I can see why you've got your doubts about it, because... You know, that everyone needs to do some fucking work on themselves, and this person is no exception. And I think maybe to a certain extent they're trying to use you to sort of fill certain holes in themselves, which, you know, I'm not judging them for, because no, there's a reason I can translate that energy, right? We're all only human. We've all had various experiences in our childhood that cause us to react to certain things in a certain way. And we can only try and do our best to shine a light on those and improve, which is kind of what I hope to help people to do in these readings. So, yeah. Let's look at your near future with this Nine of Cups reverse, which has come out, I don't know, at least twice now. Tell me more about this Nine of Cups in reversed in Sagittarius' future, please. Death. It's that inability to accept an ending, again, because it's in reverse. I mean, stuff needs to end between you. Like, even if you take up a new Ace of Cups, right? Certain dynamics within this relationship do need to die. Yes, things need to be balanced out. So we've got, in your past, we've got a Six of Pentacles upright, which to me speaks of actually things being quite balanced. This is sort of the major arcana counterpart, if you like, of this. So it seems to me, when we're looking at a move from past to future, past, present, future, it does seem that things have become unbalanced. And I will say, like, a major arcana card does trump a minor arcana card. So yeah, there is the energy here of, as we move towards the future, something became out of balance. What was that then? What does that imbalance relate to, please? What does that communication? What one or the other of you was making more efforts to communicate than the other. That's more moving towards the past, though. That was the question I was asking when I pulled that card. So let me just continue. Let me just pop that there. Let me just continue to clarify this Nine of Cups. I mean, yeah, okay, so it does look like it's carrying through, though. It's carrying through, isn't it? These issues around communication, selfishness. You see, like, this person, like, they're just holding their, you know, they've got their arms crossed. That's not a posture of being very open and communicative. It feels like them. It feels like something happened with them that caused them to hold back on their communication. I've moved that card back now, whatever. Almost like actually they were holding their cups back. But there is some sort of selfishness around. Oh, they just loved how much you loved them. I don't know how to say it. They loved how much you loved them. And do they... What exactly is... There's some sense of them missing the relationship, but what is it that they're missing? Are they missing the love that you showered on them, or are they missing a kind of pure, beautiful love energy between you? And these are all the doubts that are going through your mind, aren't they? I can sense that. And I know you've come here for answers, and all I'm telling you is the doubts that you've got, because I'm sorry, I'm just not one of those twatty readers that pretends I know all the answers, because it's you, Sag. You've got the answers. I don't have them. I just hope like you feel heard from this reading, because I do hear you and I feel you, and it's hard. And what answers I can get for you, I don't know. I'll try my best, and whatever comes through, I'll try and translate to you. But it's just a situation where only you know the exact circumstances, and it's like what is massively on your mind, this choice that's on your mind. The choice is yours. I am not here to dictate to you what to do. Okay, your strengths then. Yes, I see you kind of hunkering down and looking after yourself quite a lot here, Sagittarius, so well done. Tell me more about Sagittarius' strengths, please. Thank you. Father of Wands, taking appropriate action, taking action that's in alignment with your feelings. I'm liking that energy for you. Ooh, Three of Cups. That is turning to your friends for help, turning to your wider community for help when you need it. And a Four of Cups reversed, holding back when necessary. Well done, Sag. I like that for you. I like that. That's nice to see that in your strengths when you're struggling with this choice. You're gonna, you're gonna make the choice that's right for you. I have every confidence. Okay, surrounding energy. So here we are with this Knight of Cups. Here we are. This is going to be interesting. Tell me more about this Knight of Cups. Tell me more about this Knight of Cups. We've got a Nine of Pentacles. A Page of Cups. Upright. You see both. Over here, you had a reverse Page of Cups and you had a reverse Nine of Cups, and that felt like an inadequate apology. Now in your surrounding energies, I'm telling you, I feel they can turn these energies around. There is the prospect of, and then the Ten of Swords comes out for the third time. There is the possibility of them turning these energies around. Like this poor apology that you've got from them, the energy is showing up in your. There's no getting away from it. The energy that surrounds you, I am seeing that turn into actually a more authentic, genuine flow of emotion, a genuine apology that actually, this Ten of Swords is good, because they're acknowledging. It's like they're acknowledging that their raw, authentic expression could lead. I mean, it already feels like it's ending, but could lead to the ending standing, if you know what I mean. And I actually really like to see that in their energy, because it just feels more authentic, more honest, and it's just real. It feels real. Seriously, it does. And I don't sugarcoat stuff. And in all honesty, like, yeah, I don't turn away from seeing the more negative things in a reading, and that feels good to me. Well, you have to use your own discernment. You have to decide whether their apology is good enough. Stick to your guns. I'm looking at a Sagittarius who has particular values in place around the type of apology that they will accept. Absolutely stick to them. Absolutely stick to them. And they may step up. It looks like they could do. But whatever you do, don't you step down to meet them. Ever. Because I can see that what's happening at the moment, it does not meet your standards. So keep to those standards. Yes, I actually see this as you keeping to your standards. Nine of Pentacles is that independent energy of like, you know, I'm okay on my own. And that is secure. This is secure. This is secure Sag. Like, sticking to your values and your boundaries. And that is the energy that will cause them to step up. So stick to it. And if they don't step up, then so be it. But this is the only thing that will make it possible. Because if you just accept what they're giving you now, of course they're not going to give you what you actually need. Well done, Sag. You're awesome. Let's look at your hopes and fears. I mean, do I need to say more about this Ten of Cups? I truly think it's what everyone wants. Oh gosh, sorry, cat. Got an Ace of Wands, a Devil and a Judgment on the floor there. Oh, that was a twist. God, I dropped those really awkwardly, didn't I? Yeah. I said this in my deck interview. I interviewed this exact deck to do a deck interview just to show you my process. And this came up in the section for like, what are you here to teach me? And I was like, well, yeah, of course. Of course you're here to teach me about Ten of Cups. This is what everyone wants. I know it's minor arcana, but it's what everyone wants. It's emotional harmony. It's just love, love, love. Makes the world go round. For you specifically, you may have certain ideas around family life and what family should look like, and you may be wanting to one day settle down with this person and have a family with this person if you don't already. If you already do, it's about bringing harmony back to that situation, that family situation. But yeah, if it's not that, it's just it's beautiful emotional harmony. It's lovely. It really is. Tell me more. Tell me more about hopes and fears for Sagittarius, please. The Magician in reverse. You've been trying to manifest it, but it's the same as what we've already said. Really. That King of Cups again. Didn't fall though. So yeah, hopes and fears. The fears are that you will get something from them that looks like they want to move towards this. They might even say this is what they want, but really what they're offering you isn't good enough. And do not be afraid to stick to your standards, Sagittarius. Okay, tell me more about this Ten of Cups, please. Thank you. A Two of Wands. Yeah. So you are fearing making the wrong decision. That's a card of decision. Two of Wands is a card of decision. Because obviously they're giving you some sort of offer that looks like it could grow into this. You're not convinced. If you're not convinced, listen to that. But you're afraid that in rejecting their offer, you are therefore rejecting this. But are you? Because what they've offered you, to me, at the moment, doesn't feel like it can truly grow towards this. And it seems to me more that rejecting their offer will lead to them stepping up. Hopefully. I can't predict free will. It's in their energy. A true, genuine flow of emotion and apology. It may take time. With the Wheel of Fortune, it may take time. Tell me more about this Ten of Cups, please, for Sagittarius. A reverse Page of Swords. Again, this is about communication. It's not enough. It's not enough. That's all I'm hearing with this card. It's not enough. It's this itty bitty communication. It's a page, you know. The swords can be about communication, but we've got a page of a Page of Swords. The communication is lacking, and also that sword is about truth. It's lacking in truth, and you know it. In your subconscious, you know it. You know that there's more they should be saying to you and they're not. But tied up to this is the fear that if I reject it, then I've rejected my only route to this. No, you are not rejecting your only route to this. You can be in this energy on your own anyway. This Ten of Cups, beautiful flow of love and connectedness with the universe, that is something you can be in on your own. I always say this. I don't know if this is commonly accepted interpretation of the Ten of Cups. I do not know. But you can, yeah. Yeah. I feel like you're moving towards rejection, rejecting their offer, but there's a lot of fear that you're rejecting your only hope of a Ten of Cups. I see it differently. You know, sometimes your boundaries will mean that people step up. And you know what? If they don't, then someone else will. Final outcome then, we've got the Three of Wands. Anticipation. Tell me more about this Three of Wands for Sagittarius, please. A reverse Strength. Three of Wands clarified by the Three of Wands. I'm very drawn to the birds. I'm very drawn to the birds on this card. I don't see them in the Rider-Waite Three of Wands. These birds. Birds are messages. Birds are incoming messages. Tell me more about the incoming message. Tell me more about that incoming message, please. Eight of Cups reversed. Full moon. The next full moon could be relevant in terms of receiving a message. Tell me more. A King of Swords. And look, there he is with his bird, the King of Swords. What did I say? I said this Page of Swords wasn't good enough for you, right? I was talking about the swords being about communication, but I said it's only a page. In your future we have a king, and even as I was talking about birds carrying incoming messages, we see a bird. I do think there's great potential in your future for a message to come in that is balanced, is considered, is thoughtful, is honest, is true. Truly, I do. It's right here in this card. And you know what? It comes off the back of somebody holding back for a long time. Because often with this Strength card, this lion's roar is being suppressed, and it came out in reverse. And that feels to me like, because there's a certain wildness and authenticity about the lion in the Strength card, and when it's in reverse, you know, it speaks to that voice being suppressed. But then we see a King of Swords. This is a very considered, thoughtful, genuine, honest message. And you see just the way I went to those birds, and then he's carrying a bird. I don't sit here and make fucking guarantees about your, you know, and this does feel like an ex, although it feels like someone you walked away from, and good for you if they weren't treating you well. But I will say there is yes, it's in the energy. It is in the energy with this upright Knight and Daughter of Cups, and certainly with this King of Swords. But what I'm really seeing is like their initial attempts at communication are going to be quite poor. Not fully truthful. And I don't really, it's not coming through as like manipulative or deliberately dishonest. It's just a holding back. It's a fear of being vulnerable. And I feel like I'm looking at a Sag who knows the deal with this, who has a good support network, who knows when to hold back, knows when to say no. to such offers that just don't quite meet your standards. And I feel that you will say no with great compassion and leave room for them to improve. And they do have the energy of being able to make that transformation, which of course is the whole point of a lover's bond, isn't it? It does look like they could learn about themselves, why they're holding back on certain things, and actually step up. There is the energy of them stepping up in your future. There's no getting away from it. Like, I am very reluctant to deliver these messages, but if I do see it in the energy. I don't know how it will manifest in the 3D, my loves. I just don't. I don't want to give you false hope, but I see you've got a really good attitude towards this from what I see anyway, in terms of what you will and won't accept, in terms of an apology. And of course, that's the other side of the lovers, is what it's teaching you as well, Sag. Obviously, they've got a massive lesson to learn here, but you do as well. And your lesson is about sticking to your guns, sticking to your values, hearing someone else's apology or words or whatever message they've got to deliver to you, and like really just sitting with that inside your body and with your own awareness of your own values, knowing what parts of it you can and can't accept, and communicating that with compassion. All right. I'm going to leave it there for you, Sag. I hope that made sense. In 2 weeks I will do you a past, present, future reading. Hopefully something other than love will come out. I mean, I'm delivering a lot of love readings at the moment. The lovers just keeps coming out, so what can I do? I mean, the lovers doesn't always have to mean a love reading, but this was, I mean, yeah, sure, you might have taken these energies and applied them, however, but for most of you it's a love reading. Anyway, all I'm saying is we might look at some other aspect of your life in the next reading, who knows. In between, I will be doing all signs readings, little 5 to 10 minute readings, so look out for them. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. It does help me pick up on your energy for next time. Give the video a like if it resonated, and if you, yeah, it just helps the channel grow, and it's just nice feedback for me as a reader. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there for you, Sag. Oh, I really hope it works out for you, but just know your own value in the meantime. All right, my loves, I'll see you later. Bye.